Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Born of Bread. Last time we left off, we took care of a few side quests and finished up the sewers. And this time, someone in the comments actually mentioned exactly what this said. Someone in a green tunic, and at the safe I found gray fur. So, yeah, that's what we have to go on. So I'm gonna look around, see what we can find. Aha! Found you. I was looking around and I was like, I can't find someone with a gray tunic, or with a green tunic and gray hair. And your hair looks more like on the darker black side to me, and your green tunic is covered up, but this is you. I know you kids. Like, if you want an appointment, you need to schedule it with my secretary. I'm on a break getting some air. My name's Chloe, sir. Chloe Coldstock. I understand you're very interested in buying Coldstock Cottage. I don't know what you're talking about. I guess that is gray. It's just a dark gray. Why does everyone always say that? Come on, mister, don't waste our time. You know my Uncle Cyrus let you into Coldstock Cottage to look around. We know. And we know you stole the title deeds. Hand them over and we might just forget to report this disgraceful theft. Well, look, there's no need to be hasty. I didn't steal the deeds. See if the police agree with you, shall we? Or better still, my pal Yagi here can make sure you're telling us all you know. I'm always down for a scuffle. No, please, okay, I'll tell you what I know. So just in acquiring Coldstock Cottage, that much is true. I had plans of turning it into a winter resort. Skiing, hot tubs, it would have been magnificent. Uncle promised that the sale could be arranged, but he didn't seem to be getting anywhere, so I helped it along. Stealing the title deeds? Where's your honor? I didn't steal them? Well, not exactly. I hired someone to give the deeds to Cyrus so that he could complete the sale. I'm waiting for a word from him so that conveyancing can proceed. I've been waiting a while. Uncle Cyrus says he doesn't have the deeds. He blames you for stealing them. What? I don't have them. I thought Cyrus did. Well, when you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. I'm so lost right now. Means if my deductions are correct, then if Enzo doesn't have the deeds and Uncle Cyrus doesn't, then there's only one plausible culprit left. Oh, whoever Enzo hired to steal the deeds? Exactly. Seems you've been double-crossed, Mr. Enzo. Or Cyrus is lying to us. Double-crossed. I should have expected it. Perhaps I wish I'd never gotten involved now. So who'd you hire to steal the deeds? Contact is none other than the Grey Fox. Was infamous thief in the kingdom, but I thought he'd hung up his mask. Did I? He contacted me recently, though, and offered to help me with my house-buying predicament. Come to think of it, how do you know what I was planning? Plot thickens. I don't suppose you know where we could find the Grey Fox. Afraid not. Never met him in person. We only corresponded through typed messages. Okay, wait, no, that makes sense now. When it said gray fur, I was like, maybe it just means hair. Because there weren't a lot of characters with fur here. There was like 3. But now this makes way more sense because the Grey Fox is the one that stole it. That's why there was gray fur at the safe. But Enzo was wearing a tunic, so... Yeah, I was this entire time looking for someone with gray hair and the tunic, when it's actually, you know, 2 different details for 2 different people. Here, get on the last note I received. Maybe there's some clue within it that'll help you find him. There we go. Note from the famous thief. There's a coffee stain on it. What do we have here? This looks like some kind of stain, perhaps from a drink. I would guess coffee. This hastily drawn symbol must be the mark of Grey Fox himself. Any ideas? Let's look for a place where coffee's served. We might bump into a suspect. Well, Mr. Enzo, don't think you can weasel your way out of this so easily. You need to do something for me. Mr. Enzo, I don't think... Okay. Cool. So, coffee was served, coffee shop. There's the bakery up here with the baker, but I think the coffee shop's down there by the train station, right? Wasn't this a coffee shop? Yeah, because Brewster's down here. Okay. Grey Fox? Is it you? There's you kids here. Are you on a quest or just for coffee? We're here to see you, actually, Mr. Piper, about an incident involving Coldstock Cottage's title deeds. I had the thought, but I don't remember if I mentioned it on video, that Piper could just be Grey Fox in disguise. Clearly a different color fox than disguising themselves as like a low-level hero. Sorry, kid, you lost me. Please don't play dumb with me, Mr. Piper. Should I say, the Grey Fox? Shh! Keep it down, kid. You're trying to get us all turned into quest shits? Only wondering how I discovered your real identity, aren't you? Well, first I found the tuft of gray fur you left behind at the crime scene. Still wet, I noticed, so only recently dyed gray. Then Enzo gave us your note with the coffee stain and the mark of the gray fox on it that told me you wrote it somewhere that sells coffee. The only thing I can understand is why you stole the title deed. Blackmail, perhaps? What's so funny? Well, sorry, it's just that it was great. I like you, kid, so I'll let you know a secret, okay? Sure, I was the Grey Fox, but no longer. I left that life behind to become a hero. After all this stuff about title deeds and coffee stains, I have no idea what you're talking about. I found a tuft of your fur dyed gray under the safe. Listen, kid, don't take this personally, but I went years as the Grey Fox without being caught. Nobody could lay a finger on me. So you really think I'd be so amateurish I should leave a tuft of fur at the crime scene? Besides, I never dyed my fur gray. What a mess that would make. I just wore a gray mask and cowl. But I was so sure I had it all figured out. Oh. Chin up, kid. You figured out something a few others did, right? You just got it wrong with this deeds thing. Why don't you tell me more about it? Suppose I could. Okay, so... Interesting. Listen, kid, I've been retired for a long time now, but even back then, I never worked for anyone. Never heard of this Enzo guy. I'm afraid I'm not your thief. Sounds to me like you guys have been played. And we have someone that's, you know, going around saying they're the Grey Fox. If it wasn't you, Enzo, or Cyrus, then who took the deeds? Must be someone who knew about the safe, the deeds, and the existence of Grey Fox. They knew how to get into the safe, and they... I've got it! Come on, everyone, back to Coldstock Cottage. I need to call in a family meeting. Thank you, Mr. Piper. Your secret's safe with us. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Honestly, isn't Piper the only fox we've seen this entire time? I mean, you would have had to take Grey Fox pretty literally to come to that conclusion, but... Oh, wait, I'm at Lowtown. I need to be up here. But, yeah, I mean, cool. We managed to figure it out. So, we still have a few other quests I wanted to try and look into, but once again, there's so little information on this game that I can't really get help like I normally would in other games. Like this quest about find the owner of the telescope. I don't know? My main thing was, oh, I thought maybe I would turn it into the museum, but obviously that's not the solution. So it's like, You do wonder. It'd have to be somebody that I guess would then like to look at stars or likes dragon things. I don't know. I'll have to look around and see if I can figure that stuff out. So let's go ahead and get in here and talk to you. What's all this about, Chloe? Your game take long, dear. Your great-great-grandfather's waiting for his weekly game of charades. Not long, Mom. I gathered you all because I'm ready to reveal who took the title deeds. Hey, why's everyone looking at me? Cause, Uncle Cyrus, you are guilty of conspiring to sell Coldstock Cottage. You're in cahoots with the businessman Enzo, and you plan to steal the title deeds and sell the house without my dad's knowledge. Cyrus, is that true? Why, but... Just makes good business sense to sell to someone who had a vision for what it could become. How did you get into my safe, Cyrus? Huh, I believe I can answer that. Why are you turned that way, Chloe? An inflatable crocodile and a toothpick. What? What are you talking about? Chloe, are you sure that's right? I don't remember that. No. Actually, Cyrus's business partner, Enzo, hired someone to crack the safe. You're suggesting someone else was involved. Who? This is where the plot thickens. We questioned Enzo. He told us he'd hired someone to steal the deeds and give them to Cyrus to complete the sale. The thief was apparently none other than the Grey Fox. Interesting. Ooh, I've heard of that fellow. I don't want to brag, but we found him. We found the Grey Fox. That's incredible, Chloe. Did you get the deeds? Sorry, Dad. He didn't have them. Actually, he wasn't involved at all. Someone made it look like he was. Someone in this very room. I asked myself who knew about the deeds, had the save combination, and was a fan of the Grey Fox. And there was only one logical deduction. The person who took the title deeds was... Dub. Everyone? Dub. Huh? Me? You're not even here, actually. But I've been with you this whole time. Nice try, Loaf, but it was, in fact, my own brother. What? My baby? This is true, young man. Very good, sis. Knew you wouldn't disappoint me. I admit it was me. I took the title deeds out of the safe and put this whole mystery into motion. Why, son? Chloe, you worked that out? Logically, you wanted to highlight Cyrus's nefarious plans in a way that'd make Dad really take note. Exactly. You bet I did. He's been scheming away unchecked for too long. Not just that, I wanted to test your detective skills and prove to everyone just how good you are. Mom, Dad, you've never really taken Chloe's detective skills seriously. She's so great at it, you just think she's playing games. When she grows up, she'll be the best detective in the world. Charlie, thanks. Don't mention it's this. Oh, and I have the deeds, Dad. Don't worry. They're tucked safely away in my room. That's a relief, and you're right, Chloe. We should have taken more notice of what you were up to. So glad everything worked out in the end. I love a good happy ending. Just one small problem, though. Although it pains me to say it, what Cyrus said about the house is true. It's just been slow lately, and Coldstock Cottage costs too much to maintain. Afraid we might have to consider selling. Not so fast, Dad. I may be able to help there, too. In exchange for not turning him over to the police, Enzo agreed to give you some business tips and help get your adventures back on track, Dad. Excellent work, Chloe. For the first time in a while, the future of Coldstock Cottage looks bright. Well done, all of you. Having to move my studio would have been such a pain. Your friend has learned a valuable lesson. It warms my heart. Come to the city of doors and cross the golden bridge. A blessing will be bestowed upon your friend. Oh, is that how we... First time in a while. Is that how we upgrade their skills? Also, did I get an item? I saw it pop up with something. I think that was just a quest update. Okay, so that's like... their companion quest, basically? Interesting. Before we go do that, there is... Well, I guess it's on the way. I was gonna say there's something I want to do first, but... let's go take care of this for now. So, pop on out of here. And yeah, Chloe's gonna get her special ability. Cool. Finally, we can use that thing. Yeah, elementary! There's nothing Chloe loves more than solving a cold case. A close second, however, is bringing foes into the cold of a biting snowstorm. Chilling. So we learned it. Yay! Now we just gotta do that for, like, all the other characters? I'm guessing the one for Lint is finding his family. Which, I believe... So if we relook at the Lint quest... Long Tail of Family... find the trace of the Longtail family in a southern forest. So, it mentions southern forest. Somebody mentioned that might be the forest here at Frosty Flats, which would make sense. So, I guess I'll go back over there and look. But there's also something else I wanted to do here in, Capwing, or, what's it, Capwing Village? So this place, I think someone said there was like a hole on top of that building that I could use to fall into the thing that I actually want to access. So, let's see if we can do that really quickly. Here. But yeah, this game not having a lot of, like, stuff online, for, like, guides and stuff, definitely makes the struggle finding some of these things, because if I ever just, like, totally can't figure something out... Yeah, I managed to, like, perfectly jump over it before. Rough. Alright, so that's how we get that. I could have had that for quite a while, actually. Hello? It's Buddy's diary. You should probably put it back. I make my own rules. Dear diary, happened again. I woke up far from home covered in wood chips. Once again, I had this strange sensation of accomplishment, like if I had satisfied an unstoppable urge. Are you a werebeaver? Really should put the diary back. Turn the page! Scared, dear diary, but at the same time I find myself hoping for it to happen again. What are my wings and feet doing at night? Maybe I should install a camera. Reach the end of the latest century. Yeah? Well, that's not terrifying at all. A werebeaver, like a woodpecker. I don't know. Alright, so, yeah, now we go to the forest. Alright, well that was incredibly easy to find. So this is a spot that I had missed. Right here. Boom. That we can get through with you. So we have ourselves a little salamander. And possibly other things here. So, let's dig. Yeah, I'd missed that when I was walking past before. Ooh, a new pallet for loaf. It's been a hot minute since we got one of those. So, that would be over here. Blue? Hey, I like the blue. I like the blue. This is an outhouse. Nothing interesting in the I was stuck. Nothing interesting in the outhouse. Alright, what do we got? Looks like someone made camp here. Brr, surprised they didn't freeze. Hey, what's that in the snow over there? Oh, that's my little sister's pocket knife. My family must have been camping here. Oh, we're on the right track. I'm sure I'd let a long-tail kid have a pocket knife. They'd probably forget which bit was sharp. What if it means they've left? They probably headed home now to warm up. What if they've given up? And you're their son. They won't give up that easily. Besides, they came all the way out here to look for you. That's no vacation. Come on, let's ask in the nearest village. Maybe someone saw them. Okay. Ask over here. Who would have seen them over here in high ice? Ah, there we go. It's the person that runs the tour. We're looking for a family of raccoons like my friend Lynn here. You seen any? I'd say I have, but they probably need supplies to survive the frosty flats. Have you asked in Snowfred and Scuff's store? We will. Okay, so the store. You? Oh, that's Lana. The store. Uh-oh. I think I'm soft-locked. I'm definitely soft-locked. I opened the door, and when I pressed A to open the door, Loaf jumped on the bed, and now Loaf can't get down from the bed. And it's not doing the little teleport thing that it normally does. Okay. I'm back. Luckily, I had saved recently in, what's it called? I don't know why I was digging that up. Luckily, I saved recently in, the Capwing place. So, we done that. We're good. Hi? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. The store. The store. You said 2 people, so I was like, you know what? Maybe I just talked to them. I was looking for a house. Like a building and, you know, inside they have the store, but no. They certainly look, chilly. What can we get you? No thanks, sorry. Actually, we were just wondering if you'd seen any raccoons like me recently? Raccoons, you say? Pointy ears, big bushy tails? Yeah. Yeah, we had a bushy tail family in here. It was not even so long ago. Father said they got lost in the woods and forgot to bring any snow gear. He bought a new jacket and hats and gloves for all of them. Must be them. Do you know where they went? Said they were going to try looking into Shivery Caves next. Don't know what for, though. The caves are east of here. Thank you so much. My guys, next stop, Shivery Caves. Wow, we're going all over the place. Alright, cool. So yeah, that wasn't so bad. I should have just talked to them. I was really thinking it was going to be a building or like a shop stand. That's why I went to Lane over there first, but... Alright, let's see what's going on in here. You're in the Shivery Caves. The 2 places I would assume you would have wandered your way into would be the Hidden Springs or that little area that I can fall into down there. So let's go to the springs first. There they are. Oh, look at them. They're adorable. Hi. They're in a snow globe. Mom, Dad, Button, what happened? Oh, my baby boy, there you are. We've been looking all over for you. We made friends, too. How lovely. No need to shout, Betty. I'm sure Lynn can hear us just fine, can't you, son? Only just? How did you end up in there? Well, I'd rather like a beer, my boy, but I fear I'll have to wait. See, a big, furry, toothy fellow put us in here. Can't quite recall why, but it's lovely and warm, so no sense complaining. Big, furry, toothy... Ah! What's that? Rude. Me, Leif. Who are you? Lint. I'm Lint, Master Leif, sir. And these are my friends. I think there's been a misunderstanding. You seem to put my family in a snow club. Do you think you can maybe, let them go? Yeah, and if you don't let them out right now, there'll be trouble. We're not afraid to fight you. Look for yourself. Fight? Me not want fight. Leif is lonely. Want stories. What, seriously? We're not fighting? Oh man, I was looking forward to that. Can't we fight just a little bit? No, no fight, only stories. Tell nice story, become friend. God, I don't know any stories, but I bet Lynn here does, right Lynn? Well, I guess if I tell you a story, will you let my family go free? Tell nice story, become friend. Life let all go. Once upon a day... Wait, no, let me start over. There once was a squid. Dang it. Can't do it. I can't tell a story under so much pressure. You got this, Lynn. Just take a deep breath, Lint. We believe in you. You're the best storyteller I know. Okay. Okay, here goes. Once upon a time, there was a big bear who lived by a lake, deep within a forest. The bear's teeth were as sharp as needles and his claws were long, but he didn't want to be feared. Every time he tried to make friends, they ran away from him because, they judged him too fast. This story good. Life feel character investment. So one day, the bear had an idea. New friends couldn't run away, they'd have to get to know him. So the bear went out and found some friendly-looking squirrels in the nearby woods. This is just the story of what's currently happening. He demanded that they be his friend. Of course, they were too afraid, so he grabbed them and carried him back to his home. There he trapped him, safe but imprisoned by magic in his, log cabin deep in the forest, but still they refused to be his friend. The bear was frustrated. Couldn't they see how lonely he was? The bear calmed down. He then went berserk. The bear calmed down. Do you get the fight if you say he then went berserk? The bear calmed down. Clever bear, think before act good, him grow, character develop. Every day the bear would sit and talk to the squirrels, sharing stories. Gradually they got to know him and become less afraid. One day the squirrel's young son came looking for his family and found the lonely bear, sitting and talking with them. Young squirrel had once been lost and lonely too, till the day he met the good friends who now accompanied him. I don't think that would actually lead to a fight. I think you would just be like, this story sucks. You already told me you didn't want to fight. Young squirrel talked to the bear and discovered they had something in common. They both loved to tell stories. So they sat together and told stories long into the night. As the sun rose, the squirrel shared with the bear something he had discovered, something important. Learn to be happy in yourself. Was he happy? Young squirrel's words resonated with the bear. He understood. Stories like friendships take two to create. One to tell and one to listen. He felt remorseful for trapping the squirrel family. The bear freed the family, sad to say goodbye, but glad to know he was doing the right thing. As they left, the young squirrel invited the bear around to their house for dinner. And so began an unusual but enduring friendship. The end. That story, beautiful. Minded life of life. Be sorry, life not make people stay anymore. Quite alright, sir. I'm sure it was all a misunderstanding, though I can't quite remember what about. Only unrelated, but Mom, Dad, would it be okay if Mr. Leaf come to visit us on the farm? Of course, dear. Any friends of yours are welcome anytime. Thank you. We love to visit. Maybe tell you a story too? Great. Look forward to it. Okay, glad you're all safe. We couldn't find you at the house and then... Aw, sweetie, we never stopped looking for you after the Forest of Roots trip. We were so worried. Friends helped me. We're on a mission now to save the world. Yeah, your son's a great writer, Miss Longtail, and a great friend. I always knew you had it in you. Frank, don't you have something to say to Lynn? Oh, yeah, that was a very moving story, although I couldn't quite recall what it was about now. We're very proud of you, son. If you want to keep doing this story stuff, then we're behind you. Share your stories with the world, dear. It needs them. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. That really means a lot. I'm gonna lay you down. Stay with me, Betty. Button. The Longtails are heading home, hopefully. Your friend just learned a valuable lesson that warms my heart. Come to the City of Doors. Yeah! Alrighty. We are back. Hi. What you get, Lint? What we got? Because I didn't actually look at yours. Plot twist. Unwilling to see a storytelling trope broken and the protagonist killed before the climax, Lint resurrects this story's protagonist. Oh my god. Okay, so we have a resurrect. That's wild. Yeah, pretty good, Lint. Pretty good. Do I have to actually activate it for everybody? I think I do. Yeah, I have to actually select it, even though it's the only thing there. Kind of shocked that it's just on by default. Alright, so now all we have left is Yagi and whoever the fourth character is. Their quests, so. Alright, well, that took a little bit longer than I would have liked. Given, I'm already kind of late with videos today, and, that took a little bit to replay, but it's fine. We'll deal, so. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.